Remember the guy called Big Balls? He worked for Doge in the very beginning. Well, he was brutally attacked after work one night. I mean, almost beaten to death. And the judge just pronounced sentence on the attackers. Oh my God, you won't believe what this maniac judge in Washington did, or should I say, didn't do to the vicious attackers. You might remember when Elon Musk came into the White House and started Doge, one of the guys that was at the table was this kid who literally worked at the office night and day. His nickname was Big Balls because he was going after the big scandals of trying to figure out where the billions went. You know, the billions that disappeared in the last couple of days of the Biden administration, that you see people like John Kennedy standing up in the Senate chambers going, and $300 million for cross-dressing vasectomies in Uganda and stuff like that. And everyone on the other side of the aisle is going, oh God, we didn't want this
Yeah.
public. This is so humiliating. And he just keeps going. And I've got about 24 of those videos. Well, Big Balls' real name is Edward Corzatine. And when he was working at the Department of Government Efficiency, he got jumped in DC. This is before Trump set in the National Guard to calm the city down. This is what he looked like when he was rescued. They nearly beat him to death, these kids. Kendra Briggs is the judge that when they caught the kids that nearly killed, Judge Kendra Briggs let them off with probation, wouldn't keep them in jail because she says that her job is not to punish people. Okay. She looks at, senseless crime like this, and her job is to rehabilitate people. And the way you do that, in case you weren't smart enough to figure it out, Will Johnson, is you just let the criminals out of jail. And that just works every time. Okay. So she dropped the assault charges because they pled guilty. And she says that she doesn't want them to have a lifelong criminal record. So she lets them out. Unbelievable. In other
Absolutely.
words, the judge's job isn't punishment. I thought that's what prison is. Do the crime, do the time. How
Yeah.
is this person still the judge?
DEI. I mean, that's my guess here, DEI, because she should know better. Letting them out to commit more crimes is not rehabilitation. It's not going to help them in the long run. There's no penalty for their actions. There's no having to suffer the consequence for what they've done. I'm like, well, we'll just get back out. And be honest with you, Barry, had the roles been reversed, can we call it for what it is? Had she been white and the two young men were white and the young man that got beat up was black and they let him out, there would be rioting in the streets right now.
Well, what does it mean when she says, this is the quote, I want to get clear. The judge feels her job is to rehabilitate, not to punish. And if she says, I'm going to drop all the charges, I'm letting you out, how does that rehabilitate? Doesn't that just give them the message? You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want in
Yep.
DC.
Yep.
You can beat this kid nearly to death. I shouldn't say kid, he's a young man. I mean, you saw his picture.
No, yeah.
He was a mess. Janine Pirro, who's now the U.S. attorney for D.C., they're talking about federal prosecution of these people since the D.C. courts are like revolving door. Rehabilitate. We don't punish. That's
Yeah.
the job of a judge.
It really is. It really is.
What does the word mean? I'm judging you. I'm deciding guilt or innocent. If you're innocent or not enough proof, you go free. If you're guilty, what is the punishment? That's your job.
And that's why I said DEI, because I don't think she knows any better. I mean, why would you do this? You're not helping these young men out by allowing them to back out on the street and commit more crime. She's not. She's actually encouraging them to go out. Look, go out. Next time, don't get caught, maybe. But
Look
go out.
at this guy.
Commit the crime.
They nearly killed him.
commit the crime and it'd be okay. And she let him out. And again, Barry, if the roles were reversed, they'll be riding in the street right now. If they did the exact same thing. It's not same. It's not justice, same justice on the law for everybody.
Well, they nearly beat him to death, and they're out. They're absolutely out.